What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The life that has been faithfully designed for you, and the one that you can choose to pay on your route to self-discovery for your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So listen, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that it is wise as a human being for you to understand that every single choice you make in life has a repercussion, has, a consequence. You know what I'm saying? Every single action that you take has a reaction, all of it, everything you do in life. You know what I'm saying? And there is nothing wrong with you taking time to weigh out your pros and cons and really think about the choice before you make it. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes we're put into an ambush. Our back is up against the wall. So we're forced to make a choice before we have a chance to understand we're going to be able to deal with the consequences that comes from this choice that I'm about to make. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes people don't even have time to think about that because they're just so ready to head first jump into something based off of emotion. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? When you don't stop and really think about what it is that you're doing and you just jump into something based off of an emotion, you know what I'm saying? You could get yourself, head spinning, things could happen. And it's almost as if every human being wants to blame someone when something bad happens instead of blaming themselves. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes, true indeed, maybe people don't, you know what I'm saying, be able to predict some certain things that happen in situations, because knowing and realizing that God has the true power, the universe has the true power, sometimes you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the time, people don't think about the choices that they make, and they don't be prepared for the consequences when something bad happens. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really take the time to seriously think about what you're doing. And if you are able to really go head up with whatever could happen by you involving yourself in something that is tied to somebody that can have consequences not only for them but you as well. It's serious. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I do understand and are fully aware of the fact that when you speak the truth, it comes with consequences. You know what I'm saying? Because I was supposed to be the one in the back that, excuse my language, shut the fuck up and didn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? But realizing and understanding that if you're strong enough to beat life, you're strong enough to be able to handle whatever comes with telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if the truth could help benefit not only myself but others as well, I feel like there's nothing that I can't go head up with if I don't speak the truth. So being the fact that that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine like some of the things that you do in life that you don't get a chance to really think about, because before you even get a chance to think about what you're doing, someone throws in a consequence. Someone plays on something that can be emotional to you. You know what I'm saying? And now you're forced to make a choice based off them threatening you about something that could, you feel me, put you in an emotional spot. It's very real, and it truly exists every day. Every day people are playing, you know what I'm saying, this dirty game. And to have a pure, genuine heart and understand and realize my choices in life affect not only myself but everybody around me, I think is the most important thing you can do in life, by just thinking and weighing out, you know what I'm saying, the pros and cons to things that you do, and understanding, listen, either way, me making this choice, I have to be able to handle the outcome, period. You know what I'm saying? So the whole reason of me making this video is because I seen a video on YouTube, right, about how Joe Biden pardoned like 6 active drug lords, you know what I'm saying, from getting the death penalty. And now they just are serving life in prison. And, you know, the families of these victims that these drug lords killed is the reason why he in jail are upset now at the president, because they feel as if this drug lord should have gotten the death penalty. Now, listen to me when I say this. Death is never the way. It's never the way for nobody, because every time you kill somebody, you are affecting everybody that love them, regardless of how you look at it, regardless of how evil they are, regardless of what they did. You feel me? Killing someone and taking them out of their existence of life is not the way, period. You know what I'm saying? But understanding and knowing that if you're a person that likes the status and likes to be able to, you know, have the finer things in life, that instead of you doing it the right way and you know, waiting your time, you involve yourself in illegal activity and something happens, it's not, you know what I'm saying, I think, for people to blame the drug lord. You feel me? He gonna have to sit in prison for the rest of his life and think about what he did. That's punishment to me, because every day you're gonna have to replay and replay. When you go to sleep, you're gonna have nightmares. You're gonna know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But again, whatever the victims, which, you know, was a witness or, you know what I'm saying, participated in drug activity, you knew the consequences and repercussions that could possibly happen when you signed up for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not right, but at the same time, it's like no one should be mad at no one, because you have a choice. You know that, listen, if I decide to participate in like something that involves me having to take the stand, or I'm involved in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, I'm a drug lord's girlfriend or his wife, you know this man do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Out and a big time drug lord at that. That's how he get all his money. So if they attach you to this person, you feel me, just from associating with them, you could have thought about that first. You know what I'm saying? Before you even decided to get involved in that. Because you know that the moment that you associate yourself with this person, anything could happen. You don't know who's watching them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who got a hold on them. And that just goes for anything. It don't even got to deal with, like, you know, drug lords or people like that. But the families are now mad at Joe Biden for pardoning these males, because they wanted to see them die, because they killed someone that was a witness and children ended up dying. You know what I'm saying? Listen, whoever that person was, they shouldn't have been involved in that. They should have thought about it. You should have went to go get a job at Burger King. You feel me? Listen, it may have took you a little longer to get there, but at the same time, you wouldn't even been involved in that, and those kids would still be alive today. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about how it's a dirty game, and everybody's playing. So if your choice is based off of, you know what I'm saying, emotions, and you not thinking, you have to be able to understand and deal with the consequences that come with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where I didn't realize until now, by me making a choice, not going genuinely with my heart, that I end up putting myself in a situation that I maybe could have saved myself from if I would have just thought of a smarter choice. That's just life overall. People do it every day. You know what I'm saying? But when you finally get to a point in your life where you have the knowledge to be able to make the right decision, you know what I'm saying? The best thing you could do is make the right decision. Tell the truth. Stop lying and finessing and making people believe some things, and you don't even move like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit gonna get you caught up in the end. You know? And listen, it's just speaking from experience and just living life and being able to look at some of the choices I made based off of emotion and not really thinking about it. I just jumped in head first. You know what I'm saying? And the consequences that came after that was a lot harder than if I would have just strategically thought about what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Thought about what I'm jumping into. Thought about the consequences that could happen if I do this. And also at the same time, you feel me? You got to get your emotions intact. You can't really be too attached to nothing. It's hard, but it's like people who, you feel me, know your weaknesses, they will use them against you. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't make a choice that they want you to make, they'll threaten you with your weakness. And so you'll be forced to make a decision that you're really not okay with. That's the, you feel me, bravest part I think about being yourself, is the way that you know what I'm saying, you move the way you move, and you're able to understand what can happen regardless of that, because you'll make a way. I don't know what. Listen, you can't stop me from telling the truth. The truth is not supposed to be spoken. People are not supposed to know the truth. You're supposed to be easily conceived. You feel me? You're supposed to easily believe everything that's going on, entertain and put yourself in situations that benefit everybody else. Go with the flow. Every person in the world is supposed to go with the flow. And when you finally get to a point in your life where you don't want to go with the flow, you better be able to understand that it's going to be consequences that come with that. You know what I'm saying? And if you can handle that, then by all means, do you, boo? You know what I'm saying? But if you can't, I think it would be best that, you feel me, you stay doing what everybody wants you to do. Stay following in line and, you feel me, being everyone's guppy. Hey, if it hurts you in the end, oh well, that's the choice you choose to make, because you ain't strong enough to stand on your own too. You rather be a follower instead of a leader. And hey, some people like that choice, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that when you've experienced it and you've been doing it for so long, I made choices that benefited others but hurt me in the end. You know what I'm saying? And I was left going home feeling like, damn, why I feel dumb? And you feel me? It didn't benefit me, because people oftentimes in the world do things for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And make it look as if they doing it for you, but you know the real for real. You know what I'm saying? So really, like, think about things when you do them. Think about things when, you feel me, people offer you propositions. Like, I just finished watching this movie, and I noticed that, you feel me, the DA was threatening the suspect with taking a deal, and if he didn't, then he threatened him with one of his weaknesses, not realizing that's what they wanted the DA to think, but that really wasn't his weakness, because he was detached from it. But it's like you're in a position to make a choice based off what somebody else wants you to do, instead of making a choice for yourself. You feel me? The world is not directed like that. You're not supposed to be able to make choices for yourself. You're supposed to be making choices on how everybody thinks that you should be making choices. You know what I'm saying? So just realize and understand, life is a battle in itself. You know? Everything you do that's not in formation, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be questioned. You're going to be threatened. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be attacked. You know what I'm saying? They're going to come at you. They're going to try everything they can to not really get you to be quiet in my case, but to get your mind thrown off so that you don't have the ability to speak. You feel me, sit there and be a robot. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? It's a different era now, and I believe truly that the truth should be spoken. That is how people are able to advance. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to advance higher, you are able to take the steps necessary to improve your life. Really think about it, though. If you look around you, you know what I'm saying, things in the world are expensive, and they're growing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in life, things elevate, but then it's always that bottom that stay where it's at. And it just pulls more people in the less they know. The less they're informed, the less knowledge they know, the more they stay in that poverty mindset. You know what I'm saying? Just really think about it. If things that you need to survive are so expensive, but you do not know what it takes to elevate and grow, you will be stuck at the bottom of the barrel trying to survive in a world where it's elevating, but you just don't know the game on how to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm gonna continue to speak my truth. I'm gonna continue to say what I need to say, because I believe that it's very important for people to understand and realize and know that this world we've been living in is an illusion. It's basically, you know what I'm saying, motivated and operated off of lies and deceit and confusion. So everybody doesn't have the ability to see the truth. You know what I'm saying? You could actually not have to follow that system and follow your own system and still be okay. But if you're threatened against following your own system, most people get scared and they go back in their shell, you feel me? And they continue to follow in line like a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you don't have the right to have your own voice. You don't have a right to say anything out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a right to think for yourself. I'm going to give you no option so that you don't have no choice but to do what I'm telling you to do instead of thinking for yourself. You feel me? It's very important in life in general. The earlier it's taught, the better. You can keep yourself out of a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying, by never being attached to nothing or nobody. So when you do make your choice because you see this ain't right, you know what I'm saying, this is not something that I see is going to turn out well, you make your choice, can't no one threaten you and be like, do this or else. You're going to stand firm. You feel me? And you're just going to be able to deal with whatever comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes, it's not nothing you can't never handle. I'm telling you, life is a battle in itself. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people then, man, listen, went through the roughest of the roughest. So there is nothing that you can't handle at this point in your life that's going to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? If it does, that means your emotions, or you feel me, you still have cords energetically tied to that can pull at your emotions. And when that's the case, you might be able to, you feel me, make a decision based off of, you know what I'm saying, using your own mind, but you do it because somebody else ain't do it because they got a string attached. You feel me? They got a weakness attached to you. They know where to pull that string, and that's basically going to make you do what they say do. Listen, I'm not answering to nobody. I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit. You feel me? I'm not tired. I'm not nothing. You feel me? Everybody in the world has the right to make their own choices. So if somebody decides to make a choice without thinking first, nigga, don't tie me to that shit. You did that shit yourself. That's your fault. You deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame that on me, because having the ability to think first is very important, especially for yourself. It'll get you out of a lot of situations. For instance, if you're like a young teenager and you struggling and you feel me, you come from poverty and then you just want to hurry up and get the bag, and you feel me, get involved in a gang or with a dude pushing drugs or something like that, be able to understand what come with that jail or death, when you could have been patient and went to go get that job at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It would have probably took you a little longer. You do have to pay taxes. You still gonna have to struggle with maybe not being able to take care of things at home, but now you can have something legit and start a side business that's legit so you can have more income. You feel me? Anything that doesn't prevent you going into the system or taking a one-way trip to, you feel me, heaven, it's the best choice. For me and anybody out there, just think first how your actions play a part on, you feel me, how they affect not only you but everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? Especially to people out there who got kids, and most of us do. Everything that you do is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because whether they seem like they not watching, they watching. And even if they not watching, they feel it. You know what I'm saying? So they're fully aware of the things that you do in your life. You know what I'm saying? And listen and understand. Nothing in life is just going to be smooth sailing. Everything is going to have a in, a out, a up, a down, a bad, a good. But if you can seriously think about the choice you're about to make and be able to deal with the bad, you have the ability to not get so emotionally attached to something and really think about an exit strategy to whatever situation you may face. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always a solution to everything. But you can't just live life and think that it's going to be cupcakes and rainbows and merry-go-rounds. You feel me? And you ain't going to have no, you feel me, blacktop days, struggle days. You feel me? Listen. Or even hard thinking days. You know what I'm saying? That's life. That's what comes with it. But I promise you, that hard part will make you stronger in the end. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you don't make a choice to where you can't handle the consequences. Because once you do that, it's only a few ways out of that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in the world is so detrimental to you that you have to have right now that it causes you to make stupid decisions. You know what I'm saying? Everything you get involved in, everything you play a part in, everybody you get involved in, involved with. You feel me? Be aware and acknowledge and know. Listen, I'm seeing things, but I'm choosing to ignore them because I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. I'm doing it to satisfy something inside myself, and I'm willing to deal with whatever comes with it. You feel me? Listen, I honestly, I look at my life and I'll be like, maybe I didn't think about the right thing at that time, but now that I'm here and everything, every choice, everything I've done in life, I've come to terms with it and understand it. I'm cool now. You feel me? Because at that time, I could have made a different choice, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But it helped me understand, like, because you did that, you were able to learn what not to do. You feel me? In the new version of yourself, because these are the consequences. Are you ready for that or no? You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even think. They just get straight involved in something. When you're a person that's not attached to the world and attached to yourself, you feel me? And what I mean attached to the world, like presently visible, so mind, body, and spirit in yourself. You don't think before you do things, you just do them. You feel me? And because you're answering spiritually to someone else, which is not you. So you don't even think, you just do it. You feel me? And then when the consequences hit, the best thing to do is for some certain people to blame it on someone else. So they don't have to take the guilt of feeling like, damn, I fucked up. When you know you did, but you just didn't think. You know what I'm saying? And then some people, when the consequences hit, they just be like, you feel me? Okay. Whatever. You feel me? Like, really? You really just rather did that and not thought about it and dealt with those consequences and you okay? There's no way in hell. You feel me? Like, some people just have to understand this is the reality of life. This is what it is. The better in understanding that you teach young lives, even yourself, how to think before you make a choice. And I'm talking about a clear choice. Don't be under the influence. Don't cloud your mind because your choices are risky. A lot of the times when you're not present to be able to think about everything around you. You're just going for the good stuff. That doesn't mean it's not going to have a reaction just because you're going for the good stuff. What if that good stuff turned bad? Are you ready for that? Can you handle that? Can you understand what you're getting yourself into? And if niggas go to jail, you not going to snitch? Or are you going to snitch because you don't want to go to jail because you thought things was always going to be good? Listen, this shit is not rocket science. 1 + 1 is 2, baby. You know what I'm saying? Really think about what you're doing and think about the consequences that come with it. And if you can handle it, go for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't and you jeopardize somebody else's life because you couldn't handle the consequences because all you seen was the good stuff, you wrong. And you know you wrong. And you really need to get it together. You know? Because that's life. That's what we playing with these days. You know what I'm saying? Knowing and understanding and stepping carefully. You feel me? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.